Hello everybody, welcome to Totally Tabled. My name is Shaggy, and today I'm doing a full solo playthrough of Trailblazers. What I have here is the travel edition of the game. It comes with these smaller cards, so everything can fit in this nice small package, and you can even like clip it onto your backpack or something. I really love the smaller footprint. And this is essentially a tile laying game with cards that you can play with 2 to 4 players, but it comes with a solo mode. And that's what I've set up here. Now there's a few different ways to play and different difficulty levels. I'm going to be playing at the second level, the Voyager level. And I'm going to be playing at level 2, Confined Quarters, which you can see right here. This is a goal that we're going to have to complete by the beginning of the 4th round in order to win the game. In addition, we're going to need to score 50 loop points. What are loop points? Well, I'll explain that and all the rules to the game as I play, just like I always do. So let's just go ahead and jump in with our starting hand of 8 cards. Now that we've dealt our starting hand of 8 trail cards, we now have to play one of our 3 camps. We have our hiking camp, our biking camp, and our kayaking camp, and those correspond to the 3 different trails on our trail cards. Hiking, biking, and kayaking. Looking at these cards, I think I'm going to go with a hiking camp. So we can just play that out into the middle. We now have to place out 2 of these 8 trail cards. And just to get things started, I think I'll take this one and place it right here. As you can see, there's sort of 8 entrances into this camp all the way around the camp tile. And our goal is to create loops that are as long as possible, starting at the camp, moving around, and then ending back up at the camp. For each complete loop that we have, we'll score a point for every one of these bends in the trail, as well as these intersection points, as you can see. And in the art, they have little drawings and different items there to indicate that there's a bend in the road. So each of those would be worth a point, but only if we complete a full loop. Now I need to do a second one. I'm tempted by this and by this. I mean, this would be kind of cool. Just go like that. Maybe we could have this connect out here somewhere and then come back around and enter that way. Yeah, that's not bad. We'll go with that. Now, there aren't that many rules for placing these. Basically, we need them to be adjacent to a previously placed trail or camp. It can't just be diagonal, so we can't just go like that. And we can't overlap with the camp, but we can overlap with other trail cards. And in fact, we can have it facing that way or like that. So this would be a completely legal placement if we wanted to. Now, we don't want to have a kayak route coming into our camp. That's not going to help us out. Also keep in mind that it's totally fine to have these not matching. It's not ideal, but it's not against the rules. But for now, I think I want to place it like that. Now, once you've placed 2 of the 8 trail cards, you then discard these 6. And then you're going to re-deal the same number of cards. So we're going to deal 6, because that's how many we discarded. And now, once again, we're going to pick 2 of them to play. Could do just something like that, but I don't love that. Maybe we'll come up here. Maybe we can just make a little loop right there. Then I kind of like the idea of maybe extending this down, then we could come back around. We're going to make this the premier hiking loop. Okay, once again, we've played 2. We discard these 4. Deal 4 back out. And now we're going to play 2 again. And this looks like what we were looking for right there. How does it look? Ooh, well, that's interesting. I kind of like it, because now we can have this maybe come around like that. And having those intersections is good because it'll count twice as they ride around it. So It's an ambitious trail for sure, but I don't mind it. And maybe we could do something like that. Could also just close this off. I don't hate that either. Or, I'm going to move some of this over. Could go like this and get that started. I think I'll stick with that. So these two get discarded, and that's the end of the round. So all we do now is deal back out 8 of these trail cards. And we start again with round 2, having to place one of these camps out. We're going to be playing 4 rounds altogether. And remember, we have to meet this goal by the end of the 3rd round. To complete this goal, we're going to need to completely surround 2 of these camps. Now again, diagonals don't count. This illustration here is pretty helpful. So having them sort of together is not a bad idea. And I'm thinking I want to put out the kayaking camp. Now, the thing is, if we did something like that, this trail, the hiking trail, could come into camp like that. And then we might be able to sort of complete this into here. Once again, somewhat ambitious. This could maybe come down through here. I must warn you, I'm really bad at this game, and I tend to be overly ambitious and then fail to complete my loops. That's my MO with this game so far. But what the heck, let's give this a go. Okay, so I think I see a card that is really going to be helpful. I think this one right there. Now we can just connect that, and we have this huge... We'll go around like that, vroom, and that would be an awesome loop worth a ton of points. But furthermore, we have this coming through here. I want to connect this kayaking route up, have it come all the way around, and then maybe connect back over here or over here. Again, ambitious. Now, I'm tempted to just go like that, or even like this. But I'm also tempted by this guy right here. Ooh. Yeah, that's not ideal. Oh, maybe I should have turned this the other way. You know what? I don't think it's too late. Playing a solo game here. This is fine. What do we think of that? I mean, that's interesting. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, this is also interesting. Don't hate that. The other idea is to just do this, because we're going to need to surround this and that. And this at least gets some things moving. Okay, this might be ideal. And now I'm also seeing this. Does this do a similar thing? Ooh. It does. It's even better. I like that. Okay, we're going to stick with that. Okay, final answer. I could be going around and around forever. We just got to make a decision and stick with it. So now we're dealing out 6. Okay, that's a lot of bike paths, which we're not really focusing on. Not a lot of water. Although, I do like this. And now I'm seeing the problem here. We need to connect that up somehow. Definitely a problem. Definitely a problem. Now, yeah, these aren't quite doing it, are they? I think I want to complete this. Okay. I don't love it. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, maybe we be less ambitious and just sort of do something like that. We completed this, so that is good, and we completed that. So just for your own edification here, let's look at this long hiking path that we just completed. And let's count how many points it's going to be worth. So every intersection, you can see there's like a little thing here. Ignore the animals. That's for an expansion that we're not playing with right now. So let's count it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because it's every intersection and bend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You count that intersection twice because you're going over it twice. 14, 15, 16, 17. So that's a 17-point loop. And remember, we need to get 50 somehow altogether. So we have 17, and then this little one is 18, 19, 20. So we have 20 right now. Ooh, boy. So it would be helpful to have at least something. I think I'm abandoning that idea, but we could come around like that. And then this could come around over to here. Okay, that's my new plan. We just want this to loop around to here. And then we want this one to maybe connect up with that and loop around over here. And we want to sort of cover this side up if we can. Now we could do something like that. That's fine. What do we have here? We also kind of need this to come down. So we could just go... I mean, this isn't like super helpful or anything. But that would at least bring it down. Or even like this. And then this could just come like that. That could come around like that. And then maybe we put the biking up there and try to get something from this. Okay, I think that's where we are. That was the end of round 2. It's not going spectacularly well, I must say. And now we have to put this out, and by the end of this round, we have to have this fully surrounded and that one. Or I guess this one, if we really wanted to. So I was thinking, I mean, we could use this. I mean, I don't hate it. We can just try to make a big path over here with okay, I like this. I like this. I think this is our best bet. Maybe even have this come in like that. We're not really taking advantage of the stuff that we've built over here, but at least we won't have any trouble surrounding these and getting this done. Okay. Round 3, let's do it. Okay, I'm not sure I love any of this, although that's intriguing. We complete that loop there, and then we just have some loop going around like that. I don't hate it. We have a lot to do, and not much time to do it, is the problem. Got a lot of plans here that I have not capitalized on. Ooh, that might be handy. This is the kind of piece that I'm looking for. So I don't mind that. And then, I mean, this completes that at least. I mean, the problem... I don't think we're getting this one done. Going out that way. So at least we finish that. It's just not worth very many points. And we need to cover that spot. I mean, that does the job. Yeah, let's do that, because now we've completed that and we don't have to worry about it. Probably going to regret this. That can at least get us where we're trying to go. In terms of just completing this little figure 8. And we just need a little curve. Not that curve. Maybe just trying to extend this one route. Just to get as much as we can out of this one, because we're not coming all the way around like that. That's not going to happen. So we want to just make this as big as possible, complete that, and then somehow connect that up in there. It's not ideal. Yep, okay, that's what we're doing. So that's the end of the third round. And we have to check this. We've completed it. We have 2 that are fully surrounded, so we just flip this over. We did not lose the game. And now we get to complete the 4th round, and then we'll check our scoring. We have a lot to do. But here's the thing. We can always just bail out and connect and get something. So we should really focus on like this. Because I could come around like that. I mean, that's very doable. Also could just link that up. I haven't really been overlapping anything. If you don't have to overlap, you don't want to, but maybe that's not right. I feel like I want to complete this just to get it over with. So let's do that. That's now complete. Oh no, okay. We got screwed. All kayak, only this. And it's not even the right way. Oh, wait. No, definitely don't want to do that. But we could at least do something like that. So we need something to complete this, or we're in trouble. I think we're in trouble no matter what. And there's just no way that we could connect this to that, is there? I suppose we could, like, again, I'm not thinking about, oh, we don't want to mess up this trail. That's our problem. It's really hard. But if there was something, what about this? If there was some way to, like, put this up here without messing everything up. But I'm just not seeing it. This is going the wrong way. Well, I don't think it matters. Okay, 4 more. Okay. I think this will work. No, I don't think this will work. Oh, I can do this, though. That works. But we got screwed here. Ah! Well, we're going with that. All right, let's count it up and see how we did. Okay, so we already counted up our hiking. We know that's 20. Now we have this waterway. Let's see here. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's all we got with the water is 11. And now we just have this one path. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 20 plus 11 plus 14, 45 points. We were 5 points shy. And if we had just been able to meet this right here, connect that up, that would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would have done it. We were just this one little piece there away. But there you go. That was a complete solo playthrough of Trailblazers. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.